Welcome back, coins, collectors, and treasure hunters. In today's video, we rediving into one of the most shocking valuable coins in USA numismatists' history, Elizabeth II to pence coin from the years 1993, 1994, 1996, and 1997. Relevant insights. This is designed as a comprehensive narrative that could be used for a documentary, video script, article, or educationist. Complete story of the Elizabeth II to pence coin, 1993 to 1997, in the coinage of the United Kingdom. Few denominations are as quietly iconic as the humble to pence piece. Born in the era of decimalization and carried through the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 2p coin is not merely small change, it's a window into British history, currency reform, royal portraits, and the evolution of national identity. Let us started first step Elizabeth II to pence coin from 1997. The 2 pence coin bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II from the year 1997 holds a special place in British numismatics. It represents both the continuation of the decimal coinage system and the enduring legacy of the late Queen's reign. Though seemingly ordinary, this coin reflects changes in monetary design, production standards, and the economic landscape of the United Kingdom during the late 20th century. Let's delve into the history, design, mintage, geography of usage, and the coin's value and condition in both circulated and uncirculated form. The British decimalization system came into effect on February 15, 1971, marking a monumental change in the UK's currency. This reform replaced the centuries-old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a simplified structure where 100 new pence equals 1 pound. The 2p coin was introduced at the birth of this system in 1971. Its purpose was to provide a lodial coin with greater value than the 1p. Ideal for pricing and cash transactions, the 1997 2p coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This effigy was in use from 1985 to 1997. Maklouf's depiction is notable for its regal elegance, showing the Queen with the George IV state diadem, which is traditionally worn during the state opening of Parliament. This was the final year this portrait appeared on 2p coins, as it was replaced by Ian Rank Broadley's more mature depiction in 1998. Designer Raphael Maklouf portrayed Queen Eli Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1997. This Latin abbreviation stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. P. Designer Christopher Ironside design the badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a below is a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning I serve. Denomination, the word to pence appears below the feathers. Features specification, metal bronze 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin diameter, 25.91 ohm weight, 7.12 grams. Note, in 1992, the Royal Mint switched the 1p and 2p coins from bronze to copper-plated steel due to rising copper prices. However, in 1997, many coins were still minted in bronze. Depending on mint stock, 1997 mintage, approximately 417,919,000 coins struck for circulation. Mintage for collectors. Smaller numbers were produced in brilliant uncirculated sets and proof sets. This high mintage makes the 1997 2p coin common in circulation, though its transitional year status last, with Maklouf portrait gives it modest interest among collectors primarily circulated in the United Kingdom, including England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, also used in British overseas territories, such as Gibraltar, Falkland Islands, and St. Helena, where UK coinage is often accepted on typical value 2025 to pence face value to 10 pence. Depending on where, these coins are still legal tender and are often found in everyday change. Due to their high production, circulated coins hold little premium grade description, good G heavy wear, design visible but flat and fine F moderate wear, major features intact very fine VF light wear, good detail extremely fine EF minor. Signs of circulations. Coins from Royal Mint sets or proof sets are significantly more valuable. These coins have not entered general circulation and are graded more stringently. 2025 value brilliant uncirculated boo minted for collectors. High luster 1 pound, 2 pounds, and 50 pence proof, high polish, sharp detail, often in sets 3 pounds, 5 pounds. Collectors look for red luster in bronze coins. The original reddish color of the copper coins with full original luster are especially desirable, although not rare. The 1997 2p coin has a few features that make it collectible. Year of the Maklouf portrait ends a 12-year design era. Bronze transition. Some coins may have been struck in bronze even though steel became standard in 1992, part of a complete decimal set. Essential for those building a year-by-year collection. Mint set appeal. Higher quality strikes for collectors. The 2p coin originally had the word new in the inscription new pence until 1981. It changed to 2 pence. from 1982 onwards. In 2008, the reverse design changed to feature a section of the royal shield, designed by Matthew Dent. In rare cases, coins with mismatched obverse and reverse dies have been found, but none are confirmed. From 199 to 1997, Elizabeth II to pence coin is a staple of British decimal coinage. While its numismatic value may be modest in circulated form, it represents an end of an era in portraiture and a transition in minting material. For collectors of modern UK coinage, it's a necessary and often sentimental piece, whether found in change or preserved in a royal mint set. The 1997 2p coin is a tangible reminder of Britain's evolving coinage and the enduring image of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose likeness graced British coins longer than any other in history. If you'd like, I can create a printable collector sheet or a chart comparing it to other years to p coins. Just let me know. Elizabeth II to pence coin from 1996. The 2 pence to p coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the United Kingdom in 1971. The 1996 version of this coin reflects a matured stage of British decimal currency, produced during a stable period of modern British numismatics. This script provides a complete breakdown of the coin's historical context, geographic reach, physical specifications, design, circulation patterns, and conditions of preservation. The UK decimalized its currency on the 15th of February 1971, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 2 pence coin was introduced as part of this new system. The original 2p coin featured the words new pence until 1981, after which it changed to 2 pence. Queen Elizabeth II appeared on all UK coins during her reign. By 1996, Britain was in the third portrait phase of Elizabeth II on coins, which had been introduced in 1985 and designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was considered more regal, depicting a more mature queen wearing the George IV state diadem, issued for circulation in the United Kingdom, including England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, also used in crown dependencies and overseas territories, often accepted in places like the Isle of Man and Gibraltar, although local issues also exist while primarily used in the UK. British currency occasionally finds use or collection interest in Commonwealth countries. The coin may appear in collector markets worldwide due to the global interest in Queen Elizabeth II coinage. Feature specification denomination 2. Pence 2p year of minting 1996, issuing monarch Queen Elizabeth II obverse designer post 1992 copper-plated steel per 1992. Material bronze diameter 25.91 face 7.12 edge plane shape rune mint Royal Mint United Kingdom note. From September 1992, 2p coins were struck in copper-plated steel instead of bronze due to rising metal costs. The 1996 coin is part of this newer composition that features Raphael Maklouf's third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Inscription: Elizabeth II. D. Gay. Reg. F. D. 1996 D. Reg. F. D. stands for De Gratia Haecina Fidei, Defensor by the Grace of God. Queen, Defender of the Faith, designed by Christopher Ironside, depicts the badge of the Prince of Wales. A plume of ostrich feathers within a coronet, ribbon with the German motto, Ich dir and I serve. 1996 circulation. Mintage: 417,486,000 coins. There were no special commemorative issues or proof versions released to the public in that year for this denomination. Widely circulated, the coin was part of everyday UK currency, made of steel with a copper coating. It is magnetic, useful for sorting and vending machines. Durable in circulation, but prone to oxidation and surface wear over time, especially when exposed to moisture. Due to its iron core, description Arinker, UNC no signs of wear, mint condition, sharp detail, full luster, extremely fine EF minimal wear, on highest points, nearly full detail, very fine VF light wear, some detail lost, clear major features, fine F moderate wear, surfaces beginning to smooth out, good G heavy wear, many details worn away, still identifiable, in UNC condition. The 1996 2p coin is considered common but still collectible, especially in bulk sets, or mint rolls. Value, typically 10 pence to 50 pence, depending on quality and buyer interest. Brilliant uncirculated boo. Versions from mint sets may fetch slightly more, up to £1. Most 1996 2p coins in circulation today are worn and valued at face value. 2p, heavily oxidized or corroded coins, may have no numismatic value but may be kept for educational purposes. The 1996 2p is not rare, but it holds historical interest as part of the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. It's a solid example of British coin design continuity, showcasing symbols like the Prince of Wales feathers, tying modern currency to royal heritage. As coin compositions changes over time, Collecting both bronze pre-1992 and steel post-1992 versions helps numismatists trace economic shifts in UK. Minting policy. Magnetic test. Post-1992 coins like the 1996 issue stick to a magnet due to the steel core. Recycling and withdrawal. As of 2025, 2p coins are still legal tender in the UK. Though discussions about withdrawing low-denomination coins continue, coins from the 1990s are often overlooked by collectors now, but may gain popularity as commemorative trends shift post-Elizabeth II. The 1996 Elizabeth II 2p coin is an essential piece of British decimal coinage. While not a rare or high-value coin, it is rich in symbolism and reflects the design standards and economic considerations of its time. It is a staple for entry-level collectors, historians, and those interested in the evolution of British currency. Under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whether you hold one in your pocket change or a brilliant example in a collector's sleeve, the 1996 2p coin tells a small but significant part of modern British numismatic history. Would you like this? Formatted into a printable collector's fact sheet or a presentation slide deck. 1993 Elizabeth II 2p coin. In the long and storied history of British currency, few coins are as ubiquitous and unassuming as the humble 2p coin. A staple of British pockets, purses, and piggy banks, the 2p, or 2p, is often overlooked. But each coin has its own tale to tell. Today, we turn our focus to a specific edition, the 1993 Elizabeth II 2p coin, a small copper-plated steel disc with a big place in British numismatic history. The British decimal 2p coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of the United Kingdom's currency system. This was a monumental shift and abandonment of the centuries-old pounds, shillings, and pence system in favor of a based-in decimal structure. Queen Elizabeth II, reigning monarch since 1952, was the face of the decimalization era. By the time the 1993 2p coin was struck, she had already appeared on coins for over 4 decades. The 1993 version belongs to the fourth portrait era of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This effigy, used from 1985 to 1997, depicts a regal and mature queen wearing the George IV estate diadem commonly seen on coins and banknotes of the period. The Royal Mint, located in Llantrys in South Wales, was responsible for minting the 1993 2p coin. This mint, steeped in tradition and operating under royal authority since the 9th century, has been the birthplace of all British coins in circulation today. The 2p coin was minted exclusively for circulation in the UK. Though due to Britain's global footprint, coins have traveled and occasionally turned up in British overseas territories, former colonies, and even numismatic collections around the world. Denomination: 2p, 2p year, 1993 country, United Kingdom metal, copper-plated steel weight, 7.12 grams diameter, 25.91 on thickness, 1.85 am edge. Plain. The coin bears the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklouf. The inscription reads, Elizabeth Kedua, DG Reg, FD 1993. DG Reg FD stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, Latin for By the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, designed by Christopher Ironside. The reverse features the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with a ribbon bearing the German motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. The words 2p appear above the feathers. This design remained on 2p coins from 1971 until 2008, when a redesign by Matthew Dent replaced it with a segment of the royal shield. The 1993 2p coin was minted in moderate quantities. For general circulation, the Royal Mint did not release specific mintages publicly for some years in the 1990s, including 1993, but it is understood to be one of the more common 2p coins in modern collections. Unlike some years which had number 2p coins issued for circulation, such as 1986 or 1998, the 1993 coin was readily available in banks, shops, and cash registers across the UK. It continues to circulate today, over 30 years later, though increasingly worn or replaced by newer issues. Coins in uncirculated condition are those that have never been used in daily transactions. They retain their original mint luster and show no signs of wear. These coins are typically collected directly from royal mint sets, annual proof sets, or special collector packs. In brilliant uncirculated boo or proof condition, the 1993 2p coin may carry a small premium for collectors, especially as part of a complete 1993 year set. Circulated condition. Face value 2p brilliant, uncirculated, 25 pence, £2 1 proof. Condition from annual sets, £1 to £3 depending on demand. Please note, the value can vary based on market demand and overall coin condition. Coins with full mint luster, no scratches, and original packaging are preferred by collectors. The 1993 2p coin was included in Royal Mint. Brilliant uncirculated year sets part of proof sets. Both silver and non-silver never issued as a standalone. Commemorative or precious metal variant for this denomination, and year ensure clear strike. On the feathers and matte look for mint luster, under direct light in uncirculated coins, avoid coins with pitting. Rust spots common with steel-based coins, or severe scratches verify portrait-style Maklouf to confirm authenticity. The 1993 2p sits in an era just before major design and material changes. In 1992, the coin's composition changed from bronze to copper-plated steelmaking. 1993, one of the early years of this newer, cheaper metal. This was an important change in UK coinage, reflecting economic pressure to reduce the cost of minting. Low-denomination coins. The steel core also made 2p coins, magnetic, a detail that keen collectors and even vending machines had to adjust to. The redesign of UK coinage in 2008 rendered this reverse design obsolete, making coins like the 1993 2p part of a closed series, a complete design type no longer in production. Though it may seem like a small piece of coppered steel, the 1993 Elizabeth II to pence coin represents a moment in time, a period of British history under the enduring reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a turning point in coin metallurgy, and a subtle shift in the UK's numismatic story. To most, it is change, tossed into a till, but to the collector it is a preserved chapter of history, a snapshot in the life of a nation told through the quiet legacy of coins. Royal Mint Official Archives. https://www.royalmint.com. Spink. Standard Catalogue of British Coins. Coin Hunter. UK Mintages and Collector Tools. Numista Coin Catalog. Would you like this? Turned into a downloadable article or infographic. I can also help create a collector checklist or valuation guide for your coin collection. 1994 Elizabeth II to pence to p coin. The 1994 Elizabeth II to pence to p coin is a copper-plated steel coin that forms part of the decimalized coinage system of the United Kingdom. Though it is a low-denomination piece, it carries significant historical, geographic, and cultural relevance within the larger context of British currency. Its design, materials, and circulation reflect the economic environment of the early 1990s. The legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and the evolution of British coinage under the decimal system. The decimalization of British currency took place on the 15th of February 1971, a day often referred to as Decimal Day. Prior to decimalization, the UK used the SD system: pounds, shillings, and pence. The 2 pence to p coin was introduced as part of this modernized system in 1971. Alongside other denominations like the p, 1p, 5p, and 10p, Queen Elizabeth II was the reigning monarch in 1994, and her image appeared on all circulating UK coinage. The 2p coin from this year features the third definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by Raphael Maklouf and used from 1985 to 1997. This portrait is often seen as more regal and mature, showing the Queen wearing the George IV state distribution definic pence to p. Year of issue 1994. Monarch Queen Elizabeth IIOBVERSE. Design Raphael Maklouf. Reverse design Christopher Iran. Cinematorio plated steel, diameter 25.91, weight 7.12 grams. Sedge plain mint. Royal Mint, United Kingdom. Features the third crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklouf. The inscription reads, Elizabeth Kedua, Dei G. Reg. FD, 1994, Dei Gratia, Regina, Fidei, Defensa, by the grace of God. Queen, Defender of the Faith, designed by Christopher Ironside in 1971, depicts the badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, a ribbon bearing the motto Ich, dear in German for I serve. The denomination appears as 2 pence, originally minted in bronze, 97% copper, due to rising metal costs. Starting in 1992, the Royal Mint changed the composition to copper-plated steel. 1994 coins are therefore magnetic, whereas earlier versions were not. The switch to steel helped reduce production costs. Also reflects larger economic shifts and environmental considerations in minting practices globally. Issued and circulated primarily in the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, also found in Crown dependencies and British overseas territories, used informally or occasionally accepted, may circulate alongside other British coinage in Gibraltar, St. Helena, Falkland Islands, and military bases overseas, widely circulated in daily commerce, used for minor purchases, postage, snacks, etc. Closing parenthesis. Less commonly seen today due to inflation and the diminishing value of 2p coins. In 1994, approximately 417 million 2p coins were struck for circulation, also struck in brilliant, uncirculated and proof sets for collectors. These coins are very common in circulated condition. Typical value, face value to p, unless an error or rare variety, frequently shows signs of wear, dulling, or rust due to steel content. Uncirculated coins, mint state, graded MS60, MS65, or higher. Value can range from 50 pence to £2 or more, depending on condition and presentation. Proof coins, included in Royal Mint proof sets, are highly polished, struck with precision, and packaged for collectors. The 1994 2p coin is not rare but is an important part of any complete UK decimal coin collection. Represents the Maklouf portrait era, the copper-to-steel transition, and the stability of British coinage during the late 20th century. Look for mint errors, such as off-center streaks die, cracks misaligned. Versatile coins are prone to oxidation, so pristine examples are rarer over time. The 1994 Elizabeth II to pence coin might seem modest at first glance, but it carries with it layers of British history, economic transition, royal representation, and numismatic craftsmanship. It is a testament to the practical and cultural evolution of British currency during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Though common in circulated form, it is part of a dynamic narrative of Britain's coinage history, symbolizing tradition, innovation, and everyday life in 1990s Britain. Would you like a printable collector's sheet or a visual guide with images of the obverse and reverse? I can prepare that for you as well. Last step. 1992 Elizabeth II to pence to p coin from the 2 pence coin is a staple of British currency. First introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of the British monetary system, the 1992 Elizabeth II to p coin is notable not for its rarity, but for the subtle historical and geographical significance embedded within its production and design. This coin is a window into Britain's numismatic evolution during the late 20th century, reflecting national identity, economic practices, and royal continuity. Decimalization in the UK occurred on the 15th of February, 1971, replacing the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. The 2 pence coin was part of this new decimal system and was originally struck in bronze. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait featured on all denominations, symbolizing both continuity and change. From 1971 until 1992, the 2p coin was made from bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. In 1992, due to rising copper prices, this was the last year that 2p coins were struck in bronze for general circulation. From 1992 onward, copper-plated steel replaced bronze, starting with coins dated 1992 and later. Thus, the 1992 coin marks a transitional point. Early year coins were bronze, and later ones were copper-plated steel, though both types exist. The 2p coins, including those dated 1992, were struck at the Royal Mint, located in Lantris in South Wales. The Royal Mint has served as the primary minting institution for the UK, and is known for its high standards of precision and craftsmanship. These coins were distributed throughout the United Kingdom, including England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and were also used in some British overseas territories, before being replaced by local currencies or updated coinage. Portrait, Queen Elizabeth IA designer, Raphael Maklouf. 2DG Reg, FD1992, La Chin de Gratia Regina Fidei, Defensor by the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This portrait was used from 1985 to 1997, and features a regal, mature profile of the Queen. Design, badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of ostrich, feathers within a coronet, with a ribbon bearing the motto Ich dir in German, for I serve new pence up to 1981, or 2 pence 1982 onward in 1992. The reverse clearly reads 2 pence. Feature detail year 1992 denomination 2 pence monarch Queen Elizabeth IA metal. Early 1992 bronze 97% C, 2.5% Zn, 0.5% Sn metal. Later 1992 copper-plated steel weight, 7.12 grams diameter, 25.91 mm plane shape round orientation metal. Alignment upright variant minage bronze 2p. Early 1992 limited exact figure not released separately copper-plated steel. 2p 403 152 Wozen. The Royal Mint does not distinguish between bronze and steel in the official mintage figures for 1992. However, collectors often try to identify the bronze coins from early 1992. These are rarer and more valuable in high-grade condition. A simple magnet test can distinguish. Bronze equals non-magnetic, steel copper-plated equals magnetic. These coins are extremely common in circulated condition, especially the copper-plated steel variant. Typical signs of wear include surface dulling, small nicks, or scratches, faded details on Queen's portrait, or feathers. Value in circulated condition, usually face value to p. Though bronze coins may fetch more. Coins in brilliant, uncirculated boo or mint condition are more desirable. These were sold in Royal Mint sets and special issues. A 1992 2p in boo condition, especially in bronze, can sell for £1, £5 or more. Depending on quality, proof sets contain proof, finish coins, which are mirror polished and struck multiple times for detail. Hold a magnet over the coin, sticks to magnet, equals sealed, does not stick, equals bronze. More collectible sound test for numismatists. Bronze, coins have a slightly richer tone when tapped. Steel coins sound lighter or tinny. Weight measurement. Bronze equals 7.12 grams. Copper-plated steel may weigh slightly less, approximately 6.9 grams. The 2p coin remains legal tender in the UK, but is often used less frequently due to digital payments and inflation. There has been debate over the continued need for 1p and 2p coins, but they remain in production. Collectors value early decimal coins for their history, especially transition years like 1992. The 1992 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin stands at a crossroads in British coinage. It's a common piece of modern currency, but for those who collect coins, it represents the final breath of the Bronze Era and the start of a more economical era using plated steel. For collectors, see summary and collectors noted. Bronze 1992 2p coins, proof and boo coins offer greater long-term value. Perform a magnet test to identify the rare variant. If you're building a coin collection, this 1992 2p is essential for marking a turning point in British minting history. A seemingly humble coin, but rich in symbolism and change. Would you like a printable collector sheet, valuation chart, or coin photography guide for 1992 coins?